Hey, hello everyone. A very happy Independence Day to all. Today we are going to solve this daily challenge from LeetCode Partition List. So we have been given the head of a linked list and a value x, and we have to partition it such that all nodes less than x comes before the node, that node, and all greater than or equal to that come after that. So we have to basically make two separate lists of uh, these nodes and finally link them together and return the head. So for that we will have to take care of two heads. That is, one head will be the of the node containing the list of values lesser than x, and the other head will be the head of the list having values greater than or equal to x. Now we will also have tails of both of these values to insert the nodes at the end of these lists as they occur, and finally to join the tail one to the head 2. So we will start by defining these four variables that are h1, t1, h2 and t2, and these all are pointers, and finally we'll also make them null pointer by default. So here it is done like that. Now let's define a current node to iterate through this list. So it will be equal to head, and now we start iterating through our list while current is not equal to null pointer. So first of all, if the value of current is less than x, so this should come to the left list. So first of all, if we have not started our list 1, that is the list on the left, then the h1 will be null. So we first need to define the h1 with current itself, and otherwise we will just assign this current node at the end of the tail of the first list. So we will just do tail one's next node is equal to the current node, and finally we will update our tail with the current node. In a very similar way, we will have our list 2, which will be here. I'll just say else clause. So anything equal to or greater than x will come into this picture, and then we will change everything from 1 to 2. So if the second list is also empty, so first of all we will assign that with the current and also the tail, and otherwise we will just add this node to the tail of the list. Now if we have our second list that is greater than or equal to x, then we just need to assign its tail to null pointer so that we do not have any cycle. So basically something like this 5, if we append it to the end of the second list, it will be still pointing to 2, and this will create a cycle. So for that we just need to point it to a null pointer at the end, and finally if head 1 is present, that means there was list 1, so we need to append the list 2 at the end of the list 1. Otherwise just make head 1 equal to h2, so all the numbers were greater than or equal to x in this case, and finally we will return our head 1. This will be our answer. So let's run it. Okay, I'm not updating the current node here, so current becomes current's next. Now let's run it again. Now what if it's is present here? I need to make it h2. Now let's run it. Okay, it passes the test cases. Let's submit it. Fair enough, it gets accepted, and this was all for this solution. Hope you liked it. Thank you. See you tomorrow.